political commentator specialising in Ethiopia. Joining us from London is Sharmake Ali. He's an activist with the UK Somaliland Alliance. And on Skype from Istanbul, Abdul Karim Jama. He's the chair of the Heritage Institute for Policy Studies, a think tank based in the Somali capital, Mogadishu. Thank you, all of you, for joining us today. Now, with regard to this particular plan, your understanding, is this just a naval base or is it also a commercial port? Because I've seen different views on this.
James, thank you very much for having me, first of all. That's an interesting question, but I disagree. I don't think it's a case of someone's been burnt and a country hasn't been burnt. I think what we've seen is that Somaliland and Ethiopia are ready to actually be a pioneer in Africa. They've shown Africa and the world that they're ready to collaborate on a win-win principle to ensure prosperity, peace, and development in the region. They want to show the world that actually Africans can work together, and by working together, we will achieve our goals and targets. And I think that's just a matter of fact. The majority support this deal because they see that the future is bright for Somaliland. Recognition is important. Relations with Ethiopia is important. And Somalia is just trying to distract from its internal failures, where the government provides zero public services. All the embassies, so-called embassies they talk about, are based in bunkers in Helena. They provide nothing for their citizens. So rather than focus on Somaliland, Somalia should focus on securing its government in Mogadishu, where Al-Shabaab is making considerable gains, not because of Somaliland's agreement with Ethiopia, but actually because of Somalia's actions.
Basically, Ethiopia, in this case, is proposing to take part of Somalia and cut off another part and make it into a separate country. I don't believe any self-respecting country in the world will accept that. Countries deal
but it is, Abdul Karim, a little bit more complicated than that, isn't it? Because Somaliland, many would say, is a de facto country. The decisions of the president or the parliament in Mogadishu have no effect in Somaliland, and it's been the situation for since 1991. So this is well over 3 decades that the government in Mogadishu, and I know that's where you're based, doesn't really have any control over Somaliland at all.
Fair point, James.
And a very quick history lesson, I'm sure you'll cover this in the future. In 1961, a British judge based in Somalia actually tried Somaliland soldiers for a coup they attempted in 1961. And he found and he ruled that he could not sentence these soldiers who attempted the coup because there was no act of union which was ratified, and he deemed it illegal. This happened in Mogadishu. So today to tell me that, we joined with Somalia, I totally disagree. And what I say is it was an illegal occupation. And we heard President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud talking about an annexation of Somalia's territory. But actually, it was Somaliland that was annexed in 1960. Somalia has about as much impact on Somaliland as a student representative of the model UN. All talk and no impact on the ground, in my opinion. Thank you.